I'm in the middle of the projects with my gun in my hand. Most don't have a choice, so we choose to take a chance. Gambling, what you gonna do when it's time to feed your family? You gonna go handle it by gambling. We gambling, 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 gambling. Hey, it's hard to focus on your grind, cause you got everything on the line. You gambling. Where you from, Wolf? Saint Pete, man.
What's your name, Wolf?
Bar with this shit straight up.
Okay, no free.
TV on shit.
No it.
Rodarius Marcell Green, known to the Gen Z as Rod Wave, short for Rodarius Wave, is a rapper and songwriter in the U.S. He is signed to Alamo Records. His breakthrough song, Ghetto Gospel, peaked at number 10 in the U.S. Billboard 200. Rod Wave looked up to artists like E40, Kanye West, and Kevin Gates growing up. In an interview with Billboard, Wave also cited Tupac and Adele as two of his inspirations. His musical lyrics derive from his personal life and romantic relationships. He seemingly uses his music to address heartbreak and inner turmoil. Rod Wave was born on August 27, 1998 in Saint Petersburg, Florida. Wave attended Lakewood Elementary School in Florida and found himself in the All-State Elementary Chorus in 2009 and 2010. Wave is currently 26 years. Growing up, Rod Wave had a challenging family due to separation of his parents, his father ending up in jail after the separation. He was financially challenged as his mom was not able to provide the necessary support. This caused Rod Wave to end up in the streets hustling. This path he went on led to him being sent to juvenile centers for activities such as drug dealing, robbery, and possession of firearms. After his father, Rodney Green's arrest, Rod Wave got close to his father's closest friend, Uncle D, who supported him in life, before Uncle D was also arrested and sentenced to a year in prison. When his father got out from jail, he realized the life that Rod Wave was caught up in and wanted to make amends. So he helped Rod Wave to join the high school football team. He also empowered Wave to channel his energy towards music.
Man, Rod Wave on motherfucking boot. I said, my project very scary like a green. Say my name 3 times and I'm on the scene. My little brother out his mind, he be popping beans. Jump out with that mask and on like it's Halloween.
As he saw it could transform his life. Rodney Green, Rod Wave's father, bought a microphone for Wave, while his brother also bought a computer for him. Provided these, Rod Wave released his first single, Lane. He and his father formed a record label, Hit House Entertained, before Rod Wave eventually signed for Alamo Records. Rod Wave in 2014 was arrested for stealing a gun and shooting another teenager at a recreation center. It was rumored that Wave suffered from PTSD. He went to school wearing an ankle monitor and spent months at juvie. The case was dropped as the victim of the shooting deemed it an accident. Rod Wave started his career in 2015. In that year, he released Rookie of the Year and Hunger Games mixtape trilogy under Alamo Records.
Niggas up the road. Hold on, my nigga. I know forever seems so long. But stay strong, my nigga. He said, life goes on. You're not wrong, my nigga. But I need you to know. You're not alone, my nigga. Doing for my niggas up the road. Hold on, my nigga. I understand it seems so long. But stay strong, my nigga. He said, life goes on. You're not wrong, my nigga. But I need you to know. You're not alone, my nigga. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not wrong.
In 2016, Rodarius Green got arrested for carrying a pellet gun to school in his backpack. He pleaded guilty and given probation for the misdemeanor. In 2019, he released a mixtape called PTSD, which included Heart of Ice. This song went viral on TikTok and YouTube. It also peaked at number 25 in the Billboard Hot 100. Kevin Gates supported him as he made Rod Wave his supporting act on his I'm Him tour. In an interview with XXL, Rod Wave acknowledged Kevin Gates for how his tour helped him grow as an artist. His debut album, which was executive produced by Kevin Gates, Ghetto Gospel, was released in November 2019. He announced dates for his album tour in 22 stops starting in Georgia and ending in Florida on April 3rd, 2020. In April 2020, Rod Wave released his studio album Pray for Love, which included the song Rags to Riches featuring Lil Baby. This album debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. Rags to Riches also entered the Billboard Hot 100 and became the highest charting song. Audiomack, the music streaming service, selected Rod Wave as the first artist in the Up Now Emerging Artist program. In May, Rod Wave signed a global co-publishing deal with Sony Music Music Publishing. He expressed his decision with Sony in an interview with Billboard. He then released the deluxe edition of Pray for Love in August, with additional features from Yo Gotti and Lil Baby. In that year, 2020, Rod Wave was included on XXL's 2020 freshman class.
You go in the street, but when you fucking with me, I got him in for the cheap, and got him going in a week. I traded sleep for success, I traded grind for the rest. Walk in the mall standing tall, ready to blow me a check. Don't have to like it at all, but bitch, you're gonna respect. All that I want is a check, with nothing more, nothing less. All that I want is a check. Look, all that I want is a check. Look, all that I want is a check. Look, all that I want is a check.
In the next year, thus 2021, Rod Wave urged Alamo Records to pay him before he released his album. He released the track list for his next album, Soulful, in March 2021. The album was officially released on March 26th. It became the most pre-saved album on Apple Music for 2 weeks. Soulful also debuted on top of Billboard 200. He performed Tombstone, a single released before the album in The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon. He released the deluxe edition of the album, featuring artists like Lil Durk and Kodak Black. He went on an album tour for Soulfly throughout the United States, presented by Rolling Loud. The tour began in August in Houston, Texas, and ended on October 23rd in Seattle, Washington. In May 2022, Rod Wave was pulled over by Saint Petersburg Police Department and got arrested. Rumor that surfaced was that he was being charged for domestic violence, was facing a felony charge, but he pleaded not guilty of the charges. In June 2022, Rod Wave was set to release his next studio album, Beautiful Mind. The album could not be released on time, making his fans frustrated on social media, but it eventually came out on August 12th, 2022. He released the track list on August 10th, previewing features from Jack Harlow and December Joy. The album Beautiful Mind debuted atop the Billboard 200. It marked Rod Wave's second consecutive #1 on the chart.
It's always in the wrong hand. I don't think I'll use it again. I would do the fake thing and give it a try, but if it stay, it'll take over my mind. So I've got a heart for sale, I don't need it. I've got a heart for sale and it's bleeding. I've got a heart for sale, you can keep it. I've got a heart for sale. Look, because it's always in the wrong hands. I don't think I'll use it again. I would do the fake thing and give it a try, but if it stay, it'll take over my mind. So I've got a heart for sale, I don't need it. I've got a heart for sale and it's bleeding. I've got a heart for sale, you can keep it.
Wave embarked on an album tour again for Beautiful Mind, which began in November in Minneapolis and ended in December in Seattle, Washington. Tuzi and Mariah the Scientist also joined the tour. Also in November 2022, he released Break My Heart, the lead single for his EP, Jupiter's Diary, 7-Day Theory. The EP was officially released on November 18th, 2022. In 2023, Rod Wave decided to release singles off one of his best albums, Nostalgia, about 5 months before he officially released the album. On March 31st, 2023, he released Fight the Feeling as the lead single for the upcoming album. In August, he released Call Your Friends, and it peaked at number 18 on the Billboard 100. He then continued with Come See Me, Boys Don't Cry, and Checkmate. He officially released the studio album Nostalgia in September 2023, and it featured appearances like 21 Savage and Sadie Jean. The album topped the Billboard Hot 200 chart, moving 137,000 album equivalent units in its first week. This became Rod Wave's third #1 studio album. Wave embarked on a 35-stop arena tour in the United States for his album Nostalgia. Ari Lennox, G Herbo, and Tusi made appearances at the tour. In November, Rod Wave appeared in Youngboy Never Broke Again's mixtape, Decided To being the only artist to feature in the project.
I did it to myself. It's been raining since you left. Do I ever cross your mind? Yeah. Do I ever cross your mind? Yeah. I want you to want me, girl. I need you to need me. I'm getting lonely. I'm not taking it easy. Do I ever cross your mind? Yeah. Do I ever?
This year, 2024, Rod Wave has released an album named Last Lap. He first released Passport Junkie on September 13th as the lead single of the album, which peaked at number 51 on the Billboard Hot 100. On September 27th, he dropped Fall Fast in Love, and it peaked number 49 in the Billboard Hot 100. He officially released his sixth full-length album on October 11th. The album featured Lil Yachty, Rylo Rodriguez, Lil Baby, Wild Rivers, and B. Charlotte. Last Lap debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, making it Rod Wave's seventh top 10 album. He's the only artist to chart a top 10 album each year from 2019 to 2024, behind Taylor Swift.